All quiet on board the Soyuz TMA-12. Second stage separation now confirmed. The 4 liquid fuel engines have completed their task for today and will drop away momentarily. About 4 minutes of powered flight remaining. The Soyuz now being propelled by the single engine of the Soyuz's third stage, that engine providing 30 tons of thrust, and will burn for about 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
Tail compartment panel is off. We're fine on board. Everything is nominal. Copy. $320. Structural parameters of the launch vehicle and flight parameters are nominal.
Coming up on the 6-minute mark, Soyuz heading downrange in good shape, heading for its preliminary orbit.
350 seconds. Everything is nominal. We're feeling fine. Everything is nominal on board. Copy.
Echoing the words of his cosmonaut father, Alexander Volkov, 35-year-old Commander Sergei Volkov reporting everything in good shape on board the Soyuz TMA-12.
$380 seconds, nominal. Stage 3 thrusters are working as they should.
Coming up on the 7.5-minute mark into the flight, velocity now almost 13,500 miles an hour for the Soyuz.
400 seconds. Pitch, yaw, and roll are nominal. $430 seconds, nominal. We are fine on board and feeling fine. Copy.
Once the third stage delivers the Soyuz to orbit and the module is separated, a series of pre-programmed commands will be executed to prepare it for orbital operations, including stored commands called time tags, allowing many of the Soyuz's systems to be automatically activated by onboard computers at precise times.
Parameters on the launch vehicle are nominal.
Eight minutes into the flight. Less than a minute of powered flight remaining for the Soyuz.
$500 seconds. Launch vehicle stabilization is nominal. Copy.
Standing by for third stage cutoff and separation. Third stage SEP now confirmed. The single liquid fuel engine is now shut down and is dropping away at an altitude of 125 statute miles.
Copy. Eridani, I am transferring comm to 10. Congratulations to the entire crew. Sergei, all the best to you and congratulations. This is Permanov. Thank you very much, Anatoly. Thank you. Eridani, have a good flight and transferring comm to Mission Control Moscow. Copy. Eridani, this is Mission Control Moscow. Go ahead.
У вас 44 страницы, все у вас транспаранты загорелись?
All of the indications are on as per page 44.
Congratulations to the crew radioed up from Roscosmos head Anatoly Permanov at the launch site at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. You see him there.
And it's their first flight. They're young in age and young in experience, and they don't have the wealth of experience, unfortunately, that other more experienced crew members had. But after they have gone through the flight, and once they have spent 6 months on board the station, this is going to be a different crew, and they're going to be more experienced. They have Sergei Volkov, who is a son of a famous cosmonaut who is a veteran of 3 flights of 6 months or more. And we have another cosmonaut, Romanenko, who is also a son of a cosmonaut, and young people are going to space, and that's good.
Those remarks from Roscosmos head Anatoly Permanov at the launch pad where he viewed the liftoff at 6:16 a.m. Central Time of the Soyuz TMA-12 and the Expedition 17 crew, along with South Korean spaceflight participant Yeon Yi, now en route to the International Space Station, continuing to watch in-cabin views of Volkov on the left and flight engineer Oleg Kononenko on the right. The solar arrays have now been deployed on the Soyuz TMA-12 along with its navigational antennas, following a flawless liftoff into a cloudless sky in the Central Asian desert at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Oversight of the spacecraft now has been transferred to flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov outside Moscow. 2 days from now, a link-up in space will take place high above Mongolia within sight of ground tracking stations. That docking set for just after 8 a.m. Central Time will continue the seamless transition of one crew on board the International Space Station to the next. And 11 days from now, with the handover between the two crews completed, Expedition 16 minus NASA astronaut Garrett Reisman, but with spaceflight participant Yeon Yi in hand, will board the Soyuz currently docked at the station's Zarya module and will return home, bringing Peggy Whitson and Yuri Malenchenko back to Earth after a half-year in space, and Yi after a week and a half in orbit. They will leave Expedition 17, the new 17 crew of Volkov, Kononenko, and Reisman, to oversee the ongoing research and operation of the space station. In fact, Garrett Reisman will become an official member of the Expedition 17 crew on Thursday afternoon after he exchanges his custom-made Soyuz seedliner with that of Yeon Yi. Reisman's seedliner will go into the newly arrived Soyuz TMA-12. Yi's seedliner will be transferred to the older Soyuz TMA-11 that is docked to the nadir or earthward-facing docking port of the Zarya module. During its increment, Expedition 17 will be visited by 3 Progress resupply vehicles and 1 space shuttle. Volkov and Kononenko will conduct 1 spacewalk in July in Russian Orlan suits out of the Pirs docking compartment to continue the assembly and outfitting of the orbital outpost. The next crew, Expedition 18, will launch to the station on October 12th. That crew to be commanded by station veteran and NASA astronaut Mike Fink. A few programming notes. This will conclude our live coverage of the launch of the Expedition 17 crew, now well on its way toward a docking with the International Space Station. Coming up, a special NASA television video file recapping today's launch to be broadcast on NASA TV at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And on Thursday, April 10th, our coverage of the arrival of the Expedition 17 crew and South Korean spaceflight participant Yeon Yi at the International Space Station begins on NASA TV at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Until then, thanks for watching Expedition 17 safely